So the subject under discussion in theory is, can you teach awareness in the dojo?
Or even treat it.
You could teach it. I think teaching is probably more effective. But yeah, awareness drills for the dojo. Is there a way to do it?
So I remember from a long time ago, before applied karate kicked off and became a thing, people were talking about teaching awareness in the dojo by people doing kata near each other or sparring near each other and not banging into each other. And that's how you teach Zanshin in the dojo. That was what we were told. But that was like 258 years ago or something.
Yeah. Well, again, same sort of thing, but it was, okay, everybody stand around various places, now do your kata with your eyes shut. Or drills where you'd have to stand with your back to your rookie and you'd have to turn and block before they punched you in the back of the head by developing your awareness.
So we got a guy in Swindon who was in the local paper and he was doing ninjutsu. And he went to Japan to do his 5th or 6th dan or some bullshit, I don't know. And one of the things he had to do was get to Seiza, sit there with his eyes closed, and then the master, who was the 9th or 10th dan, the soke, whatever, and he would come up and he, with a live samurai sword, would try and chop him in the head, and he had to sense it, dodge or catch it. And my thought was, well, if he's going for a 6th dan and he can do that, but the other guy's a high grade, surely his Zanshin would make him chop him in the head.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is fucking mental.
We're sort of going into martial bullshit now.
Well, yeah, sorry, yeah, that's another discussion. But that was, it was like, yeah, so he's got this super Zanshin awareness.
Yeah. I think you're very limited to what you can do in the dojo.
Yeah.
Teaching awareness, basically. We've talked about, well, just prior to this, I said there was a good thing that Rory Miller had done with the peg. So there'd be one peg in the dojo and you just make sure nobody would put the peg on you. So you're aware of other people in the dojo, trying to keep your personal space, I guess, was the objective.
But again, that works better out of the dojo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we did the thing with Rory and Swindon and we were walking around in groups and stuff and doing all these different things and you did it then, that was...
Yeah, if you're in a shopping mall in different groups, then being aware of what's going on around you sort of means something. If you're in a 30-foot by 20-foot hall with a dozen other people and somebody's trying to sneak around and stick a peg on you, you're supposed to be aware of what's going on around you in there anyway. Obviously it doesn't work, otherwise they wouldn't make us all do it in straight lines.
But also, I think when you're in the dojo, if you knew, right, tonight we're going to work on awareness, everyone's going to be hyper vigilant, aren't they? It's just,
that's the thing, isn't it?
You're setting a false stage.
Yeah, and that's it's getting an understanding of what awareness means.
Yeah, exactly.
This, as I say, standing with your back to somebody and moving before they punch you in the head. It's just random chance, to be honest. It's 50-50. You might hear something, you might not. But that isn't what awareness is.
No.
But I think, like you just said, the best thing is to go out into town. I think I've been a people watcher, not in a weird way, but that's on
No, not at all.
But you just look at people's behaviour and you can pick out who the dodgy fucker is. Normally it's me sitting there watching other people, but
yeah. And that's it, there's loads of things you can do when you go out. You can sort of, who would you mug? Look at that. Why would you mug them?
Yeah.
Is there any way you could do it better? I mean, there's so many things you can play with.
The handout that I used to give for learning awareness was basically one I stole from you, which was the narration idea.
like a commentary drive kind of thing. Yeah.
So the commentary drive, so get into the habit of, well, I'm going out of the house now. Well, every time you go out, tell yourself the story, narrate it in your head. Well, I walk to the end of the path, there's somebody walking down the street, Or I come past the pub, there's two guys standing outside, they don't appear to know each other, one of them's just having a fag. And just, you build this up, that you tell the story in your head, and it's like driving. Over a period of time, you're aware of everything around you, but you don't even notice you're doing it anymore. It's just become a thing.
Yeah.
So it seems a bit artificial up front, but you just get into the habit of noticing. And then it becomes second nature to notice. And it's not that you need to know everything that's going on around you. It's that you need to notice when something unusual.
Well, that's the
goes
key
on
thing,
about.
isn't it? Because awareness changes as well where you are, I think.
Yeah.
If you're in a very, very familiar environment, you notice things that are out of place very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go somewhere else, that's not necessarily the case. Because, especially if it's abroad, because mannerisms and how people act.
Yeah, that is
are very
true,
different.
but also it's like most accidents happening within half a mile of home.
Yeah,
You are far less switched on
that's true.
in your
Yeah.
local area.
Yeah.
So yeah, if something is
Yeah.
odd, it's odd, but you know, if you live somewhere where stuff is going on all the time, you get comfortable because it's never happened to you.
Well, yeah. Which is, I mean, one of the easy ones is like, don't walk around with your headphones in, on, or whatever they do nowadays. And you say it to some of the people who used to train karate, and they'll still go out and
Still
do
do
it.
it, yeah.
And you're like, this ain't gonna fucking help you then, is it?
Yeah, but I can't see any way of replicating any of those things in a dojo environment. You can talk to people about the topics and you can give them exercises to do,
Yeah.
but I think to practice awareness and to learn awareness as a genuine thing, it has to be effectively it's homework. I want you to do these things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like you say, it's just setting tasks for your students, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? And that'll sort of bring on the awareness. So, it's anything I do when I've gone to meet Jan at the airport, I'll try and spot him before he spots me. And then I try and sneak up on him.
Well, obviously,
And then I try and hit him. But yeah, I literally got sort of, well, it was no good for spotting him. Like, within half a metre of him one time, you know, before he actually spotted me, I was like, or within a metre, I thought, I fucking nearly got him. Yeah, nearly got him. And then he did the same to me when I went to Denmark. So he was hiding behind one of the walls. Yeah, and when I came out, I was like, where is he? Where is he? But again, it's just, so instantly as I came out, you know, the departure, I was looking, I was scanning the environment for that crazy Dane, but, and everything else that was going on there. But it's just
security for you, well,
silly little games though, isn't it? Which will heighten your awareness. You know,
Exactly.
so I
Yeah,
think-
but that's the thing, you have to have games, you've got to play at it.
Yeah.
You know, telling yourself you need to be aware, and this is the horseshit that you see all the time. Oh, it's all about awareness. Yeah, and?
What does that mean? Yeah. I mean, that was one of the ones we did with Rory when we were sneaking around in groups.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a couple of people trying to take pictures of one of the other groups without being noticed. And stuff like that. It's just stupid. But it was good. And it's good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good thing to do as a class if you can get people together and out and about. But you have to be very careful about where you do it because you're effectively out in a public place and you're making other people feel uneasy.
Stalking people, yeah.
Well, it's like one of Rory's drills was
Was it the one where you have to get close to?
You get into a supermarket, pick somebody, you know, and stalk them. See if you can get into their space for 30 seconds without them feeling uncomfortable, without them noticing. Well, that's not a nice thing to do to complete strangers who didn't sign up for.
That is true, yeah.
So, yeah, there are games you can play, but you have to be a bit of a
Well, it's a bit like
some of them.
a bit like the sort of thing where people go, oh yeah, if you want to learn to fight, you should fight. And you go, but we're trying to avoid fighting, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
So
if you get comfortable with fighting, it becomes far more of an easy option.
Exactly.
You know.
But who wants to do that? Because it can go very wrong very easily.
Yeah, even if you win a fight,
Yeah, exactly.
The whole world can still dump on your doorstep.
So, awareness in the dojo, no. Awareness, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the homework idea is, you know, if you want your students to be aware, you've got to set tasks, haven't you? You have to have some drills that you can send them away with to go and practice.
Yeah, and so the best you can do really is supply information, give them possibilities and ways of approaching it, but there's no way that you can test it. As part of a grading,
No.
there isn't anything you can do. So it's like any self-defence thing, you can give people information. What they do with that information is entirely down to them.
Although I could get Brian to wait in the car park, they finish grading, as they leave, Brian just attacks them.
Mm-hmm.
They think they passed, but really,
Then.
yeah, failed.